Okay, we are back. Now, if you can see my screen, say hi. If you can see my screen, please say it in the comment section that you can see my screen so that we would continue. Okay. Mesoma Blessing said we can. Okay, you can see my screen. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay. So let's continue. Now I would go through the color again. Yes. Okay, so just a quick question. There's a gift attached to this. To add a picture to my workspace, which place will I click in Pixel Lab? That was one of the first things I said when we started. In Pixel Lab, where will I click to add a picture to my workspace? Let me see who will get it. The plus icon. Worldwide Entertainment Channel has won it. It is the plus icon. Yes, also Obong, the place with 3 dots. That is it, but you were not the first. So sorry. Okay, Worldwide Entertainment Channel, still do the same thing. You DM Miss Favor Chikamnele for your gift. Yes. Wow, Edward Moses actually said the left top side, the plus sign, then click. I love this. Edward Moses, please DM2. I love the fact that you were so detailed about it. Yes. I love this. Okay. Let's continue. Now, to adding. Okay, almost already said you were cut off at gradient, right? So, okay, just comment where you were cut off. Let me know where I would continue from. Okay, Edward Moses said from gradient. Who else? Okay, Chamaka said gradient too. Okay, from the beginning of gradient. Okay. So we are starting with gradient. Now, you saw how I added the shape and elongated it to cover the entire space. Yes. Now, to add a gradient, you scroll and you see color, you see gradients. Click on gradient. Yes, click on gradient. Then, immediately you click on gradient, click on the plus icon. Click on it. Then you would see 2 down pointing arrows. This is one and this is this is one and this is another one. Those are the 2 down pointing arrows. Now this one now is black. Click on this, the last icon that looks like a diagonal with a water drop. That looks like a diamond with a water drop. Yes, click on it, it will take you to the color wheel. Yes. Now, if you look up, you see that as I'm moving around the color wheel, the colors up are changing. They are changing. They are changing. Okay, someone said, will I say? Yes, I will send a screen record of it. I will send a screen record of it, yes, for you guys to practice. Because there will be an assignment at the end, though. We didn't come to play. Now, for white, you move this to the edge and move this other one to the edge. You see, you move the top wheel, move this top scale, sorry, to the left, to the farthermost left. Then move the second one to the right completely. Now, the third one, that is the last one, is for you to actually control how opaque the shape is. That is to control opacity. Yes. Now you see that when you move down, it becomes very transparent. When you move up, it turns to white again. You move to the center, it's kind of like transparent, but like not too transparent. As you're moving up, it's getting less transparent, like that. Yes. Now we change this to white because we're working with white. Then move to this first arrow, do the same thing, click on the diamond stuff with water icon. Yes. And then do the same thing, change it to white. Now, for that picture to actually show without this shape covering it, we would need to make it transparent. Yes. You know, for if something is transparent, you can see something that is under it. That's exactly the same phenomenon working here. If that shape is transparent, you would see the picture under it. So to make it transparent, we move this. See? Move this to... We don't want it to be too transparent because, you know, that picture was like as if something white is covering it. So we like move it to somewhere here where it won't be too transparent and it won't be too opaque, and click OK. Then you click OK again and you see how it is. See how it is. Did you see how that is? Did you see how that is? Now click this good icon. Yes, the mark. Then you can see that there's this demarcation. Like it's showing us the demarcation between the picture and the white background. But in the original flyer now, that's not how it was. In the original flyer, that's not how it was. Look at the original flyer. That's not how it was. Now, what do? Move this shape with your gradient. You see, as you keep moving, it's as if you cannot see that demarcation again. Keep moving it. Keep moving it. And then you see that it has now blended in with the background. Hey, who is happy that we have achieved something now? We have actually just created the background of this flyer. This is it. It has blended. You see that it's now looking very similar. Look at it side by side. It's not looking very similar to the background. Okay, someone asked what is the good... Okay. Let me show you. Look at this icon. This one is like X. And then the other one is a check mark. That's good now. Yes. That's the good icon I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Now we have created the background successfully. Now the next thing is, and what's the next element of this? Financial masterclass. That's the next element. Okay. Now click on this plus icon like I said to add text. Now click on text. You see it shows new text. If you can see it here, it shows new text. Look at it, new text. Then to edit this text to actually be, because what is in the flyer is not new text, it's actually financial masterclass. Click on this new text. Then A, if you look down in the bottom row, you would see A. Click on A. Then you see edit, delete, copy to front, to back, position, relative position, and all that. Now, to front is to move a text from the front, from the back to the front, sorry. Now to the back is to move this. You see, you can see it's in the front. Now to move it to the back, you click to the back. And you see, when you move it up here, you can't see it again. It has actually gone to the back of the picture. Now click it to the front, it comes to the front again. To the back, it goes to the back. To front, it comes to front. To back, it goes to the back. Now that's how that works. Now the next thing is to edit it. Click on edit. You see it shows new text here. You can just type in whatever you want to type. You see you can type in whatever you want to type. Now what we are typing is financial masterclass. See, that is it, financial masterclass. Now you can see that this financial masterclass is in lowercase, but the other one is actually in uppercase. So to make it uppercase, click on TT. Just tap on that TT there, changes it to uppercase. Tap on it again, changes it to lowercase. Tap on it again, uppercase. Tap on it again, lowercase. So you see, that is to change from lowercase to uppercase or from uppercase to lowercase. Now click on OK. You see, it has changed to financial masterclass. For the sake of time, we won't actually do every single thing in this flyer, but we'll do most of it. Yes, for the sake of time. It's already 9:30. Now the next thing is this financial masterclass. This one is like the financial is in center, then the masterclass is kind of also in the center, but then this financial masterclass in our own flyer now is on the side. What do we do? First of all, click on it, then go to relative position. See relative position just beside this, beside position, you see relative position. Click on it. Then all these are showing alignments. Like you see, this arrow is pushing it to the left. So this now, if you click on, sorry about that. If you click on this arrow, it will move it to the left. You see, click on the top, it will move it to the top. Click the one pushing it to the right, moves it to the right. Down. This one is center, then this one is the center of the page. Yes, so the up row moves it either left, center, or right. Then the down row moves it either up, center, or down. Now we want it to be in the center, so we click on these two centers. You see, it's now in the center. Click on the good mark again. Then the financial is actually not in the center. If you look at this, the financial is kind of like on the left part of masterclass. Now to move it to the center, scroll, just scroll here, and then you see align. Click on align. Now this is left alignment, which is, it is already aligned to the left. This is center, this is right. I hope you're still following. Please, if you're following, type that you are following, please. Okay, we are still following. Okay, let me continue. Now, the next, okay, so we wanted to move this to the center. Click on center alignment. See now that it is now looking more identical to how this one is. Yes. Now that is that. Now the next thing is, you see that this font and this font, they don't look, it's not the same font. To get this font, what we do is click on Financial Masterclass, click on AB. Okay, I think I rushed that, so let me go back so that you guys will see it. Scroll, go to AB, you look down, you see fonts, click on it, and then all the fonts come out. Then one feature in Pixel Lab that I love so much is the fact that you can actually add fonts for free. Yes, you can add fonts for free. So these you go to my fonts and you see that these are all the fonts that I added. I will still do a separate video on how to add fonts. I will send a video you guys will watch on how to add fonts. Yes. Now, when you click on this, go to my font, we are now looking for that font. Sometimes you will know the font name, like I know the name of that font. Sometimes you won't know it and you just have to scroll. So you see that graphic design is almost like the course that you are doing, you know, like you need to carry some things in your head and just know them. Now, the name of that font is New, as in N-E-U-E, New Power. New Power, that is the name of the font. Now, you see that it has different font faces. Now, can someone please tell me the designer that did the font face, the name of the person, as in not that's the type of design. Yes, the type of design it is that is designing this font face. What type of design is it? No, not interface designers. Yes, Daniel Joel. Typography is a typography designer or a type designer, any of the two. So Daniel Joel, you won yourself a gift to see, say gifts just they fall out anyhow. Now, moving on, the font we use, you see, click on this, you see it's showing, it will show it here. To show it here, you see different ones. Now we are choosing New Power Trial Ultra, this one. Click on OK. See, it is now very similar. Now the font be this, now the font be this. Yes, this is the font. Finally, this is the font. This is the font. Now you see that, first of all, this one is smaller than this. It's smaller. Oh. It's smaller. So to increase the size of this font, go to the same area. You will see TT, size. Click on it. And then as you take this scale higher, you see the font is increasing. Take it, it's going smaller like that. Then if you want to be precise, you can be clicking the plus icon and it's increasing gradually. Now, we increase it to this size, you see. It is now the size. It's now the size. Now click on the good icon. And that is it. That's at the center now. That's at the center. Now, see that the space between financial and masterclass is not the same type of space with the one we have here now. So the first thing that we're going to do is to reduce that spacing. And to reduce the spacing, what do? Same toolbox. We are still working with the same row. Click on line spacing. See line spacing. Click on line spacing. And then this reduces the space between each of the words, each line. See, it's line spacing, so it's decreasing the space between each line. As you see, as I'm moving it, is constantly decreasing. Now, we reduce it, you see, we have decreased it to that size. Click on the good. That's it. Now, the next thing is the color. Still on that same place, you look for color. All of these are written down. Click on color. We are going to work with a gradient. Click on this. Plus, you know how we did the gradients before, the same process. Now, the gradients we are working with is blue. So, this is blue. Click on good. Click on this. Then blue again.
Like in the terminal. Saying go do well. I don't know say na way himself. He move back go.
Now this is it.
Like him moving there.
This is it. Click on OK. Have you seen it?
The only person where I don't go like that for the side. Now just to.
Have you seen it? That is the color we used here. Now, the next thing we are going to do, let me look for something for the sake of time. The next thing we are going to do, okay, is to create this shape here. The shape we used for the date icon. Now, the first thing you will do is click on this, the plus icon up. Then you click on shapes. You click on shapes. And then you see that this square now, you'll be like, the square here is the edges are sharp, but then this other one, the edges are rounded. What was that now? First of all, we use it to that size. So to round it, see radius. Radius is 0%. I hope all of you can see radius. Yes, radius is 0%. Now increase the radius gradually. You see that it goes from being sharp to being rounded. It's going from being sharp to being rounded. Now click on the good and you see that it is rounded. Now you see that this square is also the same color with this. What do? We go to color, click on gradient. The color we previously used is there, so you click on that color, the one we previously used. And as you can see, this changes, the shape changes to that color we previously used. Very simple. Then now someone might say that but this shape is big. We can use any size you want. We can increase it, we can reduce it, any size you want. Then the next thing we are going to work on is alignment. We're going to work on alignment. Alignment is basically moving, that is the position of, as I said before, position of elements on your design. That's in your design, sorry. The position of elements in your design. So look at this, we're moving this. Now the alignment of this is this way to the left. We place it there. Now as you can see, okay, there's something I did now. Someone will be asking, what did sir, what did you just do? Amazing, what did you just do? Amazing, what did you just do? Now what I did is very simple. As I said, this will show you all the elements in your design. These are all the elements in our design. All the things that we have been adding and doing, these are all of them. Now, this is to hide something, like maybe as we're using this for a guide, if you want to see how your design will actually looks, you click on that eye icon there to hide it. You see? Hidden, showing, hidden, is showing now, is hidden, is showing now, like that. This is what our design now looks like. Now the next thing we are going to do is to create the space for the pictures, the picture of the vice president and the financial secretary. Yes. Now first of all, we go to shapes, the whole process again. So like I said before, the whole thing, you just be repeating processes. So that's why it is consistent doing of designs. You master all the elements. Don't worry if it's like what's this guy even doing? The guy is so fast and everything. Don't worry. By the time you keep on doing, do one design, do two designs, do three, you would master it. Now we do the same thing. Reduce the radius. You see, the radius has been reduced. Then you reduce the size. Yes. Sorry about that. Let's do the whole process again. So you click on shapes first. After shapes, you reduce the size of the shape. After reducing the size of the shape, you increase the radius. You see the radius has been increased. Click on OK. And then after that, now somebody will ask, how did we put that picture there? To put that picture, click on texture. See where I clicked? Texture. Then you see this image icon here. Click on the image icon. Yes, tap the image icon there. It will take you to your gallery, like the first time that we added picture too. Now locate the picture of the president. This is the picture of the vice president, sorry. Then remember, what we are working with is actually a square, so click on a square here and crop this to show her face, because it's only her face we are working with, you see. Then you click good. Now one feature here is you can actually mirror a picture. You see, it's mirroring, or you can rotate the picture anyhow you want so that it would look good in the flyer, depending on how the picture is. This picture, the orientation, everything is good, so we'll just work with it like that. Click good, and you see the shape has automatically changed to the VP's picture. Now for those that didn't get it, we'll go through it again. Click on this, click shapes, then reduce the radius, reduce the size, then click good, then go to texture, click on texture. Now this time we'll be working with the financial secretary's picture. Click on this image icon, and then see the financial secretary's picture here. It's a square we're working with, not a long rectangle like this. So click on a square, then adjust it so that it will fit her face, and click good. You see, her face has shown. Very simple. Her face has shown. Now someone will say, but how do you, as you can see now, the two shapes are not the same size. Okay, one thing I do to save myself the stress of having to check for the sizes of the shapes is, let me delete this. You click on this square, you see copy down here, just copy it. You see, it just duplicates that square. I hope we are following. Please type in the chat box if you are following. Type I'm following. Okay, Worldwide Entertainment is following. Okay, we are following. We are all following. Okay. Now the next thing is the same process. You put the picture of the financial secretary there. Now see it. Her picture is there. Okay. So this is starting to look like the flyer, right? Okay. Now the next thing is, somebody will say, okay, look at this flyer now. See the flyer. Oh. Let's bring it to the front. See the flyer. Oh. See this flyer. Oh. This radiography logo now. Where are we going to get it from? How are we going to get it? You can see, go to your gallery, because I have already downloaded the radiography logo in my phone. Sorry about that. I've already downloaded the radiography logo in my phone, so I don't need to like go through any long process of trying to get the logo or anything. Now what you do is go to where you have the radiography logo saved in your gallery. Mine, I have it in Rad Skill Acquisition. See, this is now Radsa logo. Then click OK. You see it's out. but it's big. We just need it to be like small so that it just show somewhere up. You reduce the size. Reduce the size. Reduce the size of the logo. See, we've reduced it. It's now small. Do the same thing for the Unizik logo. Do the same thing for the Unizik logo. Reduce it too, you see. Now, due to time, I will not go through the whole processes over and over again due to time. Our time is fast spent. This is already 9:40. And we are supposed to end by 10. Oh my god. Now, just to practice, we are going to be adding another text to this design. We're going to be adding another text. So, click on plus icon, and as usual, click on text. When you click on text, the next thing to do is go to that A in the bottom area. You click on edit, then edit that text. Let me say Office of the Vice President. Yes, make it all bold. Click OK, and then you see, okay, there's something that just happened now. I wanted to move the Office of the Vice President and I ended up moving this. To prevent this from happening while we are designing, what do? Go to your elements. You will see this icon that looks like a padlock. It is for you to lock elements of your design so that they won't move around by mistake. Maybe when you want to move something else, you end up moving another thing. Like how I wanted to move the Office of the Vice President and I ended up moving the other shape. So you click on that padlock. It's red now, meaning it is locked. You see, it is now the picture that is moving, not the other shape. Lock the picture. See that it is no more moving again. I tried to move it and it's no more moving again. But then when I unlock it, it starts moving again. Sorry about that. I lock it again, it's no more moving. I unlock it, it's moving again. I lock it, it's no more moving. That's just that. Now what do? We lock all these elements that we don't want to be moving anyhow. Yes, we are now working with only the logos and the write-up. Now this Office of the Vice President, you do the same thing we did before. Go to AB, that is this font, and then it will bring out all the fonts that you have in Pixel Lab. Yes, see. Then the name of the font I used is Montserrat. Click on Montserrat. You now choose how bold you want it to be. Me, I'm going to use semi-bold. I'll use semi-bold. Oh no, let me use bold. Montserrat bold. Click on bold and OK. You see, I changed the color to black. Now you know that it is actually small, so you reduce it. You see, I've reduced it. It's now too small. Reduce it again. Reduce it till it is the size you want. See, now this is now too small. We increase it. This size is okay. So we just align all this by the side. Now there's a trick for alignments that I will show you using the grid. That is this thing that looks like a check box up. See, I click it and it comes out. That's grid. Now click on these settings, it allows you to move this around to how you want. Now, what is this grid for? This grid is mainly for you to center things. If you want to make sure that things are in center, or if you want to make sure that things are your design, if you want to ensure balance, basically. Let me use the umbrella term. If you want to ensure balance in your design, you make use of the grid. That's just it. You want to ensure balance in your design, you make use of the grid. So this grid now, you can move it around freely, or you can make use of percentages. I changed this to 19%. You see, it moved to the 19% mark. Change it to 77, moves to 77. Change it to 44, moves to 44, like that. Now, what do I want? I want this Unizik logo and Naurata logo to be on the same line. I don't want maybe one to be lower than the other. So I move this grid to the top and I move this to the bottom. I use one logo as a position mark. Yes. Now you see that from here, you can now see that the Naurata logo is actually slightly okay. Now you see that you are not really seeing this thing I'm doing. How will you know now that this one is smaller? What do you do now? You zoom in. To zoom in, you just look up. You'll see this icon that looks like a magnifier. Click on it and then you zoom in. You see, I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in. And now you can now see that the Naurata logo is actually kind of on the line, and then it's not reaching the other line, but the Unizik logo is perfect or something like that. Now you move this grid to be perfectly on the Unizik logo and on the Unizik logo like this. Then you now adjust the Naurata logo to be in the center like that. You see, it is now in the center. And then when you just quickly click here, it moves it back to how the design was, and you can see that I have achieved that. The Naurata and the Unizik logo are now on the same line. Yes. So the next thing we're going to do is to shift this logo to the side, then place Office of the Vice President here. And then another thing, now you want to make sure that this Office of the Vice President is on this starting line. There is no maybe slightly above it like this. What do we do again? We zoom in, open our grid, bring the Office of the Vice President to start here. You see, so that you make sure it starts on the same line with this. Then you go back. You see, or if you don't want it to start there, you can still move it down anyhow you want it. That's just it. Now I think that pretty much covers all the elements we have in this flyer. Yes, that covers all the elements we have in this flyer. That covers all of it. So I know that someone will say, God, Jesus, this whole thing is so confusing. How will I do it? Don't worry, it is step by step. In the assignments I would give you, I would send a video on how to do a design, and your job is to replicate the design and send back to me. Yes, that's your assignment. I would still send in the assignments at the end of the class. You replicate the design and send back to me. I will do a video on how to do it, and you do it and send back to me. Yes. So with that, we are actually done with Pixel Lab. Somebody shout hooray. We are done with Pixel Lab for now. It's like it's only Edward Moses that is active in this class. So are we sleeping? I know somebody will say it's almost 10 o'clock. I beg, I want to go and sleep. End this thing. Should we end so that everybody will just go and sleep? Daniel Joel said, Omo. I feel you, bro. Omo, it's plenty. Omo, guy, how will I end this thing? It's plenty, it's too much. Don't worry, step by step. I would still send, like I said before, I would still send a video on how to do a very simple flyer. Okay, someone said we are active. Okay. Okay, Obidna said active. Oh. Okay, we are active. We're active. Okay, someone asked a question. How did you apply the bonus thing there? It's just a font. That bonus you're seeing there is just a font. Let me show you. The same way we click on... Sorry. We click on text. Click on edit. Change that to bonuses. Now this is what it looks like. We go to our fonts array, go to my fonts, and then you scroll through fonts. The bonuses you're seeing there is just a font. Okay, I would use a similar font. Because of time, I don't really know the name of that font, so I can't start looking for it. I would just use a similar font. Okay, so which font are we going to make use of? Okay, let's use this. See, it has changed immediately. So the person that asked that question, I hope you're clarified now. Okay, someone else asked, what about the line below? And another person said, Chidera said, the bonuses you add down there with... I just showed it now. This is another type of script font. This is a script font too. Yes, it's a script font too. So now, for the line below, let me look at that flyer and see the line you're talking about. Okay, the line below, is it the one in between the date and the time? Then someone said, how did you create the shape around the picture? Okay, let me show that. You click on plus, the same way, shapes, elongate this to the size, and make it rounded. See that? Then go to fill. You see that it's blue, but it's kind of a very light blue. You click on blue and then go to a light blue. See, the blue is light now. Now the next thing you do is, in the opacity, you reduce the opacity, make it transparent. You see, it's looking like it now. That is just it. Then to give it this blue other sharp mark at the end, go to stroke, increase your stroke width. I'm using 2, and then give your stroke a color. Give it a color, and you see we have actually created the shape around the picture. Now the next question for the person that asked the line on the bonus. Okay, this line. Okay, let me show you how to create that. Click on shapes, same way. Then now you work with a circle. Yes, this is a circle. And then go to gradient. use that same gradient you used for to cover the person typing on a laptop, that same gradient. Then elongate this. But now in this one, you will now, instead of, that time you were using the laptop one, you didn't use it to be fully transparent, but now you now make it fully transparent like this. See, it is fully transparent now. Click OK, and then you move it there. Then you can now rotate. Go to your toolbox, rotate anyhow you want. You can rotate anyhow you want. See, then to make it not to be too bright like this, you just reduce the opacity. See that? So that is how that line came about, for the person asking. Then someone else asked, what of the blue tick you used to specify graphic design and others? That blue tick is downloaded. Now, there's something I want you to know. Most of the things you see in flyers, especially the flyers that are done with smartphone, are usually downloaded. They are, when you go on internet and just type this blue tick, you said, now go and type blue tick PNG. Just go to Google, type blue tick PNG. You will see a very long list of selections for you to download and do your design. Now, another question says, can the full body of the picture enter the small shape we created? That was Blessing that asked that. No, it can actually enter, but the face would not be visible. Let me show you what I'm saying. Let me show you what I am saying. Now, using the VP's picture, let us try to make the full body to enter now. So this is the full body picture. Click good. You see that it's entered, but then like you cannot even see her face. You have to zoom before you see her face. So that was why I just made it only her face, so that you would see her face and immediately know that, oh, it's Zana. Wow, it's Zana. Okay, yeah, that is why I did that. Yes, I would send the video. I'll send the video. Don't worry about that. I would send the video. Now, iPhone users in the house, say hello. We we don't have any iPhone user here. Chamaka is an iPhone user. Can't be like say we no get iPhone users. Now, so for the iPhone users, I'm sure that you tried downloading Pixel Lab from App Store, but you couldn't find it there. Yes, Pixel Lab does not work on iPhone; it only works on Android. But then that was why I gave another app for you guys to download, and that is Canva. Canva works on iPhone, and you can still use Canva to create design. Moving, I said Android users don't tire. Now, wow. God, don't worry. Do design, make money, buy your own iPhone. May the no press you. So, moving on, we are going to now move to Canva to do our design now. This is my Canva app. I hope you all can see it. Can you see my screen? Okay, now let's move on. So this is actually not how Canva is supposed to show when you open it. Is because it showed like this because I was doing a design. Let me see. Let me show you how it's supposed to be when you open it. Okay. Yes. So this is how Canva should look like when you open it. This is what it should look like. What will you design today? That's what you will see. And then you see all these templates. Now, that is one thing now I want to tell you guys. In Canva, you actually have already made templates that you can just edit to do your design. For example, look at this one, Night of Worship. You can just click on it and then it will open. That's one good thing about Canva. That's why Canva is good for people that maybe you just need graphic design as a skill for your business. You don't really want to go into graphic design as a designer. You just need it for all those little flyers you'll be doing for your business. Yeah, you can use Canva, and then you see that you can actually edit every single thing. For example, let's say we are starting on Monday. We want to edit the Sunday to Monday. What do we do now? Click on it. Then you see edit down here. You see edit, you see fonts, text style, font size, color, format. Click on edit. And then you change it. You change it to this Monday. You see? And that changes. That changes to Monday. Immediately that changes. Now, to change the color, you go to color here. Canva is kind of, the user interface of Canva is more easier than Pixel Lab. That is just one thing. But then one thing I want you to know is Canva uses your data. As you can see, it took time to load this template. So Canva makes use of data. That is the, will I say, downside of Canva. Unlike Pixel Lab is completely free, but works only on Android. But then in Canva, it is not free. It makes use of your data. And in Canva, you cannot do every single thing until you pay for a subscription. Yes, Canva has a pro version. You have to pay for the subscription for you to get the full features of it. Now, back to what we're doing. To change the color of this Monday, you just go to that color place, see the color wheel here. You can now pick any color you want. Let's say we want blue. Click on blue, and then you click on the arrow. That is it. See, as we're going, it's changing. Now move it to blue. That is 141 CED. And then you see we've changed that to blue. Just click the background and you've changed it to blue. Now let's change that back to white. Click color again, see white, click on white, see you've changed it to white. Now see, if you want to move the shadow at the back, you see this shadow at the back, you move it around. Okay, someone asked a question. Is there any way we can remove background? Yes, there are several apps to remove background. You have Photo Room. You can use Photo Room to remove background. You can use PixArt to remove background. You can use remove.bg. Don't worry, I will still list out some of these things and send to you guys. I will list it and send to you guys. Exactly what Chidera said. Canva is stress-free, but Pixel will help you master the art of graphic design. Exactly. That's the thing. Exactly. Though you can still design, you can still make designs from scratch on Canva. I just showed you guys a template. Let's go back. Let me show you a fresh design. So you click on create design. That is to show a blank page for you to do your design. Then I click on the size. I used Instagram posts. So it's loading now. And it has loaded, you see? It has loaded successfully now. It has loaded successfully. Now to add a shape on Canva, you see when you look down, you see design, you see elements, you see text, gallery, brand, upload, tools, projects, apps. Is a lot. You click on elements, and then on recently used, sorry, after elements, you see when you look up, you see shape, frame, circle, line, square, rectangle. Is a lot. Instagram icon, WhatsApp icon. You see, that's one thing with Canva now. It already has the location icon there. You don't need to download it. But as you can see, it's pro. That is what I'm saying. You would have to get all these features, you would now have to upgrade to Canva Pro. Now, let's work with a circle. Yes. Click on circle. See a circle shape. Click on it and it has come out. To increase the size, you click on side, and then you see that there's something that it's doing. It's showing you the size, that the width is 539, the height is. That's another great feature of Canva. Then another thing with Canva is it easily helps you to align your design to center, left, or right. Look at this. When I try to move it, you'll see a purple line that just came out now. I moved it up, a purple line came out horizontally. Now, to move it to the center, I see the lines have come out both horizontally and vertically. Now, this circle is at the center. To give this circle a stroke, right? Click on style. Now on stroke weight, you increase the stroke weight. Then if you want the stroke to be like dotted lines, see dotted lines, this one is dot. You see, you can give it anyhow you want. Let's work with this, and then see. Now, okay, let us work on a flyer similar to that first one we worked on. What do? To import a picture to Canva, in this place, the menu box. In the menu box, you still go scroll, and then you see gallery. Click on that gallery, and then your gallery pops up. All your pictures pop up. Now, you still go look for the picture. Okay. So we are working with these two pictures, right? You see add as new pages. You see add to the page. Add it to the page. The two pictures come out. Now, you can now adjust this picture. Select another picture, replace. Now, see, to remove background. Canva also helps you to remove background, but it is in the pro version. So you see that a lot of cool features are actually in the pro version of Canva. That's the thing. That is the thing. Now, let's crop this picture to that square. You click on crop. Smart crop, it will crop it by itself. But then if you want to crop it to that square, we use say aspect ratio 1:1. Then move it up. See? Done. and it has cropped it. See that? Then you do the same for the other picture. Now you want only her face to show, so what do? You reduce this like this, then move it. Reduce this other side. You just reduce it and adjust it to be only her face, and done. Now that is it. That is it. Now to make them the same size on Canva, you see that as you're moving it, purple lines are coming out. So those purple lines are actually like the grid. It's actually helping you. What do you do now? You reduce the size of this one. You see, the line automatically came out and moved it to exactly the same size. So Canva is actually fun to use for beginners. Yes. But then Pixel Lab is, when I say more for people that want to really go into graphic design and like improve on their skills. That's it. Now, oh my god, our time is fast spent. Wow. Now, the next thing is, how do you type on Canva? Yes, let me show you. How do you type on Canva? The first thing you would do is go to this place. You see text. Click on text. You click on add a text box to tell you your paragraph text. Now let's type financial master class, and that is it. Now the next thing you do is you increase the size as usual. Then to change the font on Canva, you see that Canva is actually kind of very simple. All these things are there. To change the font on Canva, you click on F, that is font, and as you're clicking, the font is changing. See? Click up, you see a lot of fonts. Then you see Canva has a variety of fonts. See recommended fonts here. Look at this one. See this. Look at this one. I'm sure that some people are already saying, I beg, I go to use Canva. I don't even use any other one again. I know that's what someone is saying. But it is your choice to make. Now, we have changed the fonts. But then, you see that spacing is too much. What do? Go to spacing here. Line spacing. So you see that this house, they actually use, when I say the same words. Now you reduce the line spacing like this. You see? Reduce it till it is the same thing. Now someone will ask, what if there's a font you are looking for and it's not in those list of fonts? What do you do? Now Canva has this selection where you can actually search for fonts. Now the name of the font we used was New Power, right? So I searched for New Power. New Power. I'm seeing a lot of news. There are a lot of new fonts. There are a lot of new fonts here. Oh yeah, she said, Omo, you're seeing double. Oh sorry, graphic design is not let me not say it's not easy, but then it requires patience, a lot of patience. So you see now, Canva doesn't have that New Power font. Let me talk like Pixel Lab. Who is laughing now? So you see now, in Canva now, New Power is probably a pro font. See, pro. It's probably a pro font. That's the thing. It's probably a pro font. And you cannot use pro font if you have not subscribed to the pro version of Canva. So, okay, let me tell you guys something. Canva, I feel like for me, if you want to be a graphic designer and you don't really have you don't really have much income, start with Pixel Lab. Because why? Pixel Lab is free. Pixel Lab, you can just be offline and do your design, but on Canva your data is going. Like, and this one we already know MCN is not smiling, so your data is going. Now back to what we're doing. Okay, so we adjust financial masterclass now to the center. See, we have adjusted it to the center. We adjusted it to the center. Now let's remove this because we don't need it. Delete it. We don't need it. We move this picture. Move the picture. See, Canva is already telling you put it here, put it here, put it here, put it here. Yeah. Then when you want to copy a picture, look at this message icon, the one beside it. Click on it. You see, it copies the picture. Same thing, copy the picture. See, I deleted that. Then to undo, you see this backward icon. It's similar to the one in Pixel Lab 2. Click it. It undoes any mistake you made. Then on Canva, you see also that you can lock in case you don't want to keep moving around. Click on the 3 dots after the delete icon and then click lock. You've locked it. You've locked it. You see, I cannot move it again no matter what I type, but I can move this other one, but I can move this other one, but I cannot move this one. See that? Unlock it so that we'll continue working on it. Now, the next thing that I would show you, what have we not done? What have we not done? What have we not done? Okay. To give this page a color, click on the background. Click on color. You change it. You change it. Someone asked a question. In the first template you picked in Canva, the man whose picture was there, how can I change the picture to mine or something else? Okay. Let's go back to that template. See it here. So he asked, how do you change this picture? Just click on it and then you would see adjust, you would see BJ remover as usual and all that. What you do is replace. Then go to your gallery. Go to your gallery. Then, due to you haven't removed the background of this picture, if you use it now, you will see what it will do. It will show with the background. But if it's a picture you have removed the background, it will just show only the VP. Let me use her picture in which I removed the background. Let me show you. Let me show you guys with a picture that the background has been removed. Okay. Look at this picture. The background has been removed. Yes. Click on it and you see it's just automatically is replaced and it's very nice. It's looking very nice, better than the other one. So in a design, you will just know whether you are to remove a background, if you cannot use it like that and all that. Now, someone said, let me attend to the next question. How can we get those logos on Canva? It's the same process. Just import it from your gallery. Like these are logos. This is Nimelsa logo. Import it, add it to the page, and it is added. So that's it. Next question. Okay, so someone asked, what about the smooth edges of the picture? Okay, now Canva has a variety of shapes than Pixel Lab. Go to Elements. Now the name of that shape is a rounded square. So let's rounded square, you see? Sorry, I overtyped. Rounded square. Now, can you see it here? Can you see the shape here? Just pick the shape, and that's it. And then you just replace the picture in the shape. You just replace the picture in the shape. That is it. Then now, to reduce the transparency, go to transparency and just reduce it. So I hope it answered the question of the person that asked, how do you do give those rounded edges, those smooth edges. So I think that's all for Canva. Actually, I'm trying to see if there's any other thing I need to show you. I'm trying to see if there's any other thing I need to show you. If you still have your question, you can ask so that it might draw my attention to it. Okay, someone said I should say the app's good for background removal again. So my top pick is Photo Room. Yes, that's my top pick. That's the one I love using. But then other apps you can use are remove.bg. You can use PixArt. You can use Canva itself. Canva itself does it, but that's the pro version. Photo Room is the one that I know that is free. Yes, Photo Room and remove.bg, the two are free. So those are the ones I would suggest to you to use. Now, someone is asking, how did you do the pastor's name? Okay, the pastor's name was in the template. So what you just do is either you move it around or you edit. That's just it. Yeah, so don't you go, our time is fast spent. I think we'll have to close here. We will have to end it here. Because one thing is, you cannot learn everything about graphic design or how to use the apps in one day. That is the truth. It requires constant learning. That is, as you join this class today, you go, you practice, another day you practice again, like that. You just keep on practicing. That is how it is. So, any other questions? While I'm waiting for questions, let me quickly tell you guys how to actually grow in graphic design. Now, to grow in graphic design is very simple. What do? You work, do let me use the word, do free work for people. I know somebody is like, graphic design where I always make money, I go go and they do free work for people. Which kind thing be that one? I know somebody is thinking that. Now, what doing free work for people does is it makes them aware that, okay, this girl or this guy is a graphic designer. Like, do free work for people, volunteer. You are in radiography, and then you can just volunteer. You can just go and meet Vice President now, VP Zana. You can meet VP Zana and tell her that, okay, I want to help you and be doing your designs. And then through that, you see that you are actually practicing, you are improving yourself. And then with time, you can now tell them that, for me to do your design, you will now have to pay me. When you feel that you have reached that level, you'll be like, for me to do your design, you now have to pay me. And you see that due to you have been doing designs for the person, and the person trusts you, the person will have no choice but to pay you. That's just how it works. Okay, someone said, can I show the app Photo Room? Okay, don't worry. At the end of the class, it will be sent to the group. If I show it here now, most people won't see it or something, and they'll still be confused. So at the end, it will be sent to the group about that. Yes. So any questions before we call it a night? Before we call it a night. Before we call it a night, any other question? Okay, someone said the picture. Chidera said the picture of the person typing we use in Pixel app. How do we make the fading effect? Okay. To do that fading effect is go to elements as usual, get your square, elongate it, yes, go to color, then scroll, you see default gradient colors, click on see all. You see these are the gradient colors available. Now you now click on any one you want, and then it's showing you which colors are transitioning to which, like that, showing you which colors are transitioning to which. That is actually it. Then click on the settings here. In these gradient colors, you click on the first one, you can now reduce transparency. You see, you reduce transparency and go back, and you have achieved the fading effect. See the fading effect? Sorry about this. You've achieved that same fading effect. That's it. Okay, and Worldwide Entertainment asked, please, sir, if you change the background in another app, how can you then add it to your Canva app while designing? Won't it be complicated? It won't. If you change the background in another app, if you want to add it to Canva, just save it as an image in the other app and then import it to Canva. It's very simple as that. That's just what you will do. Is it compulsory to subscribe to Canva? No. I am not even subscribed to Canva Pro. It's voluntary. Just that if you want to use all of the features, you have to subscribe. That's it. So I think that would be our last question for the night. Yes, that will be the last question for the night. So all those people that won gifts from me, don't forget to DM. If you know DM, now you lose. If you know DM, now you lose. So don't forget to DM her. And thank you, everyone. We are ending this at 10:36. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight, and don't miss out on tomorrow's session. Myself, I wouldn't miss out, because the speaker tomorrow is well loaded. Like when I tell you well loaded, they've brought seasoned people for you. So I would even be in tomorrow's session. So don't miss out on tomorrow's session, and you would see your assignment in the group shortly after the end of this. So thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Thank you, Onyechi, Udochukwu. I'm calling those that I was always seeing, Edward Moses. Who else was I always seeing? Worldwide Entertainment, Divine. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining.